Welcome back, everyone! This is Juranitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1710. Today we are starting on episode 77, and today we are going to continue getting ourselves, 48, there's, I think, 51 aspects. So we're out of paper, really? Paper, is that what it is? Today we're going to continue with our attempts at getting Thaumcraft more automated. And I really should just teach my system how to make this stuff because I'm going to need to anyway. But I'm making some labels for my jars, and we're also going to be making more jars. We're actually going to be upgrading our jars, if I can spell. And we're going to try to make it so that we can automate the input of stuff into the jars. Fairly certain there's 51 aspects. I think that's right. We'll find out here in just a second. But now we got that part done. Let's go back up to the research section. Things are going nicely here. Oh, that's right. I forgot I was going to do that. What's it going to take to do that? It's an artifice? No. It's in tinkering. Yes, it's in tinkering. Okay, I got to make one of these real quick. And I got to teach the system. Okay. We're going to start with this instead, and then I'll get into the jars, because this needs to be done first. Alright, so transvector interface is going to be lapis, ender pearl, redstone, and arcane stone block. Let's see. Lapis, redstone, arcane. Uh-oh, we don't have any of that, so let's get some shard. Any shard surrounded by smooth stone. Make ourselves some blocks. Whoops. Okay, up. I was getting prepped for that already. See, I knew I had to do some other stuff first, but... whatever, that's plenty. Alright, so it was redstone, lapis, arcane blocks, and ender pearls. I will use a bunch of these over time, so I'm not worried about making extras. I really like these things. I'm going to go ahead and make, well, 5 will be good for now. I don't actually need but 1 for right now, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But I also need the, see, I need this, don't need that or that, or that, or these. But we also need to go ahead and make the transvector binder. Stick 2 iron and an order shard. There we go. And this is what I'm going to use to go ahead and automate our think tank. Or at least this is what I'm going to try to use to automate the think tank. Now, one of the things I do need to do is go back home, and I need to teach the system how to make paper, and I need to teach the system how to make books. So there's a couple of ways you can make books. You can use leather and paper, but I don't have a steady supply of leather currently. Or we can use string, paper, and blank patterns, all of which I can get easy access to right now. String I already have access to. Paper, we'll teach it real quick that. And then, of course, the blank patterns are just sticks, and yeah, no, that's not going to work. Stop that. Stop. Oak planks. Here, craft me 10 of these just so I can use them in the crafting recipe real quick. Just like that. So now we have the ability to make paper and books. So let's toss these in here. These should all just go in the normal assembler. Paper, blank patterns, and books. So we should now be able to request books. Oh, well, we already have 269 books, but that's okay. So what we're going to wind up doing is I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, do we have any ender chests? Can I spell? Okay, we have one brown, brown, brown. That's the other one that has all the crafting stations in it. Actually, that'll work rather nicely, because I don't need to feed the hungry node anymore. So since I don't need to feed the hungry node anymore, we can actually just go ahead and change that up a little bit. And we'll use this set of ender chests, or we'll reuse this set of ender chests. And that way the system can change things up a little bit. Alright, so you... Okay, hang on a second. First off, books. You are going to start exporting books instead of crafting stations. Now, you will export and craft books enough to stay in there. Sweet. So now we actually have that set up already. Alright, so now we need to go ahead and... I guess I should do one more ender chest. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to. Let's just do a hopper. Hopefully this will work the way I want it to. We're also going to need a filter. Sure, we'll use an advanced one, whatever, I've got it here. And we're also going to need one item duct. Alright, cool. So now we should be able to step up here, and I need to recharge this thing before I wind up not able to get in and out. Hey, you. Charge us up. Sweet. Alright, so now we should be able to go up here and go up to the think tank. Alright, so transvector interface is actually a really cool block. It basically gives you extra sides to a block. So what we're going to do is we're going to place one, let's see, we can't have anything right there, and the ceiling is right here, so it's one, place another one there, because that was just a spacer. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the transvector binder, and we're going to bind this transvector interface to this think tank. Alright, so now it's bound that way. So what we're going to wind up doing is we're going to take this and we're going to put this here. And we're going to put the item conduit here. And then we're going to put the item filter here. And we're going to say it is going to extract books only. And it will be always active. So it's going to pull the books out of here and put them into the transvector interface. Now, the transvector interface is bound to the think tank. See? As soon as it started putting them in, it's now putting books into the think tank for me. Is that not awesome? I think it's awesome. So, oh no, crap. Because of the height difference there, I can't use the hopper to get the stuff out of there. Technically speaking, this will continue to run until I have a stack of knowledge fragments in this slot. But then I'll have to come back and check on it every now and then. Now, what I wanted to do was just to put this hopper right here and have the hopper take things out for me. But that's not going to work. I mean, a stack of knowledge fragments, that's a pretty good amount. And this is staying full. You know, I can probably just leave this like this, and I'll just have to check the think tank every now and then. I mean, a stack of knowledge fragments is going to take a while to build up, so that's not a big deal at all. We'll just leave it like that. I could change it and make it so it exports into the ME system, but I'm just not going to. Alright, so the other thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and get ourselves some jars. Now, we've got our normal jars right here. Did I? No, I didn't. Dang it. I meant to take these jars up already. So these are all normal jars, and normal jars are fine, but the way I'm going to set things up, I want them all to be void jars. These jars will hold 64 Essentia, and then when they get full, they won't hold any more. Now, the problem is that if I have a golem that is trying to put Essentia into these places, if the jar is full, then the golem will just stand there and have nowhere to put it, or he'll go put it in another jar. of which, I don't really want an extra jar of stuff. One full jar of any Essentia is pretty much all I'm ever going to need. So instead, we're going to switch these up to void jars. And a void jar will fill up to 64, and then it will continue to accept things, Essentia, without actually storing them. It'll just delete them. And some might think that that's a waste, but ultimately it's really not. Insufficient V. Wow, how much did that take? Oh, it's 12 per DTO per... Okay, this is going to take a few minutes. We're going to have to let this recharge. All right, let me make these all, realistically... Oh, it made 35 already. Now, how did it do that? At 12 each and I only had 100, how did I get 35? Something's wrong with the math here. 35 to 60 some... Wait, what? Okay, that was strange. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get these all made. Alright, got some of the jars made. I'm still waiting for the wand to recharge to make some more. But in the meantime, I'm going ahead and melting down some new stuff to go ahead and get myself some aspects stored here. Now, one of the reasons I made these jar labels is that it makes it easier to see what is in each jar. When you right-click it on a jar with Essentia in it, it automatically marks it as to what aspect it is. Okay? Now, you can also make it a different way. You can take a vial, and you can take the jar label and the vial of whatever, and it makes it into the jar label of the specific type. Okay? And in this case, I'm not going to do that because I already have the Machina. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Dadgummit. Okay, it actually would be perfect to do that. I thought I already had it. So we can make this the Machina jar label. Get back here. And we can go ahead and put it on here, and it shows that that is the Machina jar label. Okay, even though there's nothing in the actual jar. Now, if I were to put it in the jar and then put the label, it would work the same way. But either way, oh gosh, metallum. Plenty of metallum. Now, there are some aspects that you're just going to have a ton of. There's just nothing you can do about it. You don't use metallum for a lot of things, but you get metallum out of a lot of things. So it's good to always have specifically a void jar for that one. But I'm using void jars for everything because I'm not going to have to worry about it so much. So now that we have that together, we can go ahead and try to put our golem together, okay? So our golem is going to require both some... Oh, wait, how are we doing over here? Are we full yet? Yes. Excellent. All right, cool. So now as we get each new aspect, I'll label each new jar. Hopefully by the time the episode is over, we'll have all of the aspects in jars, and everything will be taken care of in that respect. But, yeah, we'll have to see. It may or may not go that nicely. And then, I really should move that over. I think I will. Whoops. Didn't mean to quite break all of that. It's alright. And then put you back, and you back. And then we can put these back. Alright, cool. So now that we have this stuff, the reason I melted down these specific things is because I'm going to use them here in just a minute. And I didn't want to have to take another break while I was making the same thing all over again. So one of the things we're going to need to do is make ourselves some golems and some golem animation cores. Okay? Now, there are specific golems that we can use, specific golems I'm trying not to use, like the flesh golem. It's moderate forbidden knowledge, and when we decide to do the forbidden knowledge stuff, I will do all of the forbidden knowledge research all at the same time, and then, because then we'll have all the forbidden knowledge, like this one. This is a taboo forbidden knowledge. That one's scary. But I don't want to deal with warp until I have to, so I think I've said that before, but whatever the case. So we're going to make tallow golems, okay? Tallow golems, they're average durability. Durability shouldn't matter in this case because he's just going to be carrying around my Essentias. Strength is average. The strength means that he can carry a certain number of things. So his carry limit is 8. That's nice. Self-repair, he repairs himself. That's fine. Speed is average. 2 upgrades. Being able to add 2 upgrades to him is one of the things that I really enjoy. Okay? So this is going to require a magic tallow block. Magic tallow is just rotten flesh into 2 magic. Okay? So we need to remember that recipe because we're going to need 9 of those. So what do we have that is going to be magical? Let's just go ahead and make this real quick. Tricantatio. There's like so many things that have magic on it. I wish there was something that had just magic on it though. Let's see. You know what? We have a lot of shards, so we'll just use the shards because we actually have the most of these. These have one magic. Oh wow, they have actually quite a bit of extra stuff. Yeah, but they're all exactly the same with the extra stuff, so that doesn't really matter. Alright, so these have one magic each, and we need a total of 2 magic per rotten flesh. Speaking of which, we should probably get that too. You know, yeah, let's go ahead and... What's the worst? We can make 2 golems. It's not the worst thing in the world. We'll make 1 for starts, but I'm going to go ahead and get this all ready to make 2. So that means we are going to need 18 shards and then 9 flesh. There we go. 18 shards, 9 flesh. There we go, 18 magic tallow. Sweet. Alright, let's clear this out so it can go ahead and get its mess made, and then it'll clean itself up. Thus getting us more magic stuff. Nice. Where's my bucket? I really got to make that other thing too, but well, I don't know. Maybe we can manage that this episode too. We'll have to see. Alright, so now we've got that, and we should be able to go ahead and put it together here into 2 magic tallow blocks. Oh, okay, that was just a normal recipe. I didn't actually have to do it there. I thought I had to do it there for the magical reasoning. Lucrum. Why do I have 32 lucrum? Doesn't matter. I'll worry about it in a minute. Alright, so we shouldn't need any more of this. This can go away for now. And we'll put that in there for now too. Same with that and that. Alright, cool. So now we have the blocks that are required to make the actual golems. So with the blocks, we're going to need 8 Humanus, 8 Modus, and 8 Spiritus in the Crucible along with the tallow blocks. Okay, so I'm fairly certain that I have Humanus crystallized. Yes, I do. Sweet. So 8 of that. Wait a minute. So yeah, total 16 to make 2 golems. Sweet. And then we're going to need some Modus. Do I have any crystallized Modus? No, I do not have any crystallized Modus. Alright, so what has Modus on it? Trapdoors have Modus on it. But I don't have any handy. I just checked a little bit ago, so let's make some trapdoors real quick. Yeah, 1 Modus each. Total of 16. Seriously? Again with the planks? We can never have enough planks, I'm telling you. You know what? There. I won't run out of planks anytime soon. There we go. So that's the Modus. And what was the other one I needed? I know my memory's horrible. I'm sorry. Spiritus. Now, I happen to know that soul sand is a great supply of Spiritus. And I happen to have a good bit of soul sand. This is 1 each. Sweet, so that should be what we need to make our golems. So, before we walk out of here, is there anything else I'm going to need once I have the golems? Alright, we're going to need to make some golem animation cores. Ultimately, we want to make the core of alchemy, which is going to require water bottles that I can request, warded jars that I can make, decanting core, which is a normal core plus vacuos and aqua. Alright, so I'm going to need some vacuos and aqua. And that is done in that. Okay, so vacuos and aqua. I'm fairly certain I have aqua. Yeah, I've got all the aqua I could possibly need. Alright, and how about vacuos? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so last thing real quick. What does it take to get vacuos? I know that a chest has vacuos on it, but I'm wanting to say that that's not going to be a very good choice for vacuos. Oh, wow. There's a lot of options for vacuos. Wonder how much the wooden bowl has. I like the idea of using the wooden bowl. Vacuos is 1 vacuos only. Yeah, we can do that. So let's see. How many did it say we needed? I don't remember now. Whatever, we got plenty. I'm not worried about using extra planks until next time I need planks. I'm going to be like, dang it, planks! Alright, so good. So now we should be able to go ahead and make our golems. So let's see, it's going to be 8, 8, 8, and 1. Sweet! 8, 8, 8, and 1. Cool, there are our 2 golems. So excellent! And wow, that's a bunch of stuff left over. Let's make a mess so it can clean itself up. Alright, cool. So now we have the golems. Now we just need to go ahead and get the cores built. Alright, so let's see. Core... These are the ones I melted down already so we could do this in fusion crafting without having to wait. We've got the... Okay, so I need to make my golem animation cores, which is Nitor with bricks. Now, I made the Nitor, but I didn't actually check to see if I had any bricks. Okay, yeah, I've got plenty. Good. It'd have been embarrassing just then. I'd been like, yep, I got everything ready, except I don't have any bricks. No, it's okay. Alright, so, yeah, we're probably going to use a bunch of these animation cores. So, maybe that was a little bit much. If so, well, sue me. Alright, so now, oops, forgot to fill this back with water. Alright. We should be able to get 2 of these. And let's see, we are going to need... It was the... Right, it was the vacuos. It was 5 vacuos and 5 aqua per core. So 10 and 10. So we should be able to do that, that, and that. Sweet! And that takes care of that. And what do you know? It actually didn't leave it with any excess left over. Alright, so now what we need... Oh, that's right. We need to make a couple warded jars, which are going to be planks... no, I'm sorry, slabs. I'm actually doing this off of memory. I know it's scary, huh? I'm trying to remember things. Here, you go away, you go away, you go away. You go away, you go away. And I'm going to need some glass panes. Actually, not sure how many of these I'm going to need, so let's just go ahead and do it this way. Glass panes, slabs, jars. Sweet. 9 jars is more than I need, considering I only need 2. Alright, so we should be able to go ahead and get this. We need some water bottles. We're going to need 6 of them. Well, see, I was just considering when I'm making this. Okay, it's minor. Okay, the instability is minor, so it shouldn't make a big difference. Alright, so let's see. I should have enough of all of this stuff. Well, I don't know. Well, do I have 30 modus? I have 16 modus. Ooh, I don't have enough modus there. Okay. Well, we'll make one of these. And besides, well, I mean, it doesn't, not like you guys have to see me make both of them on camera, right? I'm making one of them, and then I will make the other one off camera so you guys can see. 1, 2, 3, and a jar. And go. Alright, so this should all work out. Barring anything unusual happening. Oh, I need to make a Golemancer's bell. I forgot about the bell. Uh-oh. Alright, we have knocked off a water bottle. No biggie. Good. See, that wasn't hard. And there we go. 1 golem animation core. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to right-click our golem on the alchemical furnace. Shift right-click in this case. Okay, no, we're just run. Okay, I thought right-clicking would actually take me into the interface. Then we're going to give him the golem animation core by right-clicking him, and it should now have him holding a jar. Neat. All right, cool. So now the only thing I have to do is tell him what to do. And to do that, I am going to need to build myself a Golemancer's Bell, I think is what it's called. Let's see. Golems. Oops, that's not the right one. Ah, there's the bell. Yep, a stick and 4 nether quartz. Now, these golems can be used to do all kinds of really cool stuff. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use them in this playthrough. Uh, in my last season, I used them to do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I made a tree farm with the golems, and that was really fun. Um, but I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to leave with the golems. I'm probably going to use them for some farming. And I'll explain that all to you probably next episode when I get into the farming. A lot of people don't really know about the thaumic farming, apparently, and I think I'm going to fix that. All right, so you, like, put stuff in jars. So I basically clicked on him to let him be aware that I want him to, by clicking on him, it shows that he's attached to the alchemical furnace here. Okay, and then I right-clicked on some of these jars to let him know that he's supposed to fill jars. Okay, and you don't have to click on every single jar, but you do need to give him at least a good idea of what area he's supposed to work in. So I went ahead and clicked a couple of the jars all the way around here, and now he knows that he is supposed to work through this entire area. Okay, so now what he's doing as you see him walking around, and let's get off of that so we don't have to watch this anymore. As you can see, he is emptying some of these as it's working its way down. Oh yeah, we still got... Okay, good. We're getting more modus still. I forgot that it was still working in there. And he's basically taking this stuff and he's going and putting stuff in the jars. In this case, he's putting a lot of metallum in here in the void jar because, well, we had a lot of excess metallum. But, so he's basically going to be emptying that out and doing that work. So, sweet. Now, I don't have to do this with the files anymore. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to let this boil down until I have 15 more modus. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the second golem animation core made up so that we can have 2 of these guys going. And then, I'm not sure. We're almost out of time for the episode. I really wanted to get more done this episode, but I got some other ideas to do. So give me a second. I'm going to let this boil down, and we'll be right back. Alright, second core going through now. No problems at the moment. Nice. No issues whatsoever. Alright, so I've decided that we're going to go ahead and finish this episode continuing with the golems. We're going to go ahead and right-click this guy here. Hopefully that won't cause me to not be able to travel to this level. It might. I don't know. We'll have to see if it says that it's blocked. So here, have an animation core, and you will also fill jars. Sound good? Hey, why aren't you holding your... Hey, what's your deal? Oh, no, you're holding yours. Why aren't you holding yours? It's got the same thing. Oh, it's done decanting. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, that's okay. Let me give you guys something else to decant. Make sure you're both still working. We can always use more modus. Yeah, sure. And some iter. Some travel. We need to get this stuff filled out anyway, so here. Burn that. And let's see you guys work. Come on. There! Okay, now I feel better. Except that you're apparently an idiot who bounces around on jars. That's fine. Alright, sweet. So now we have a new jar to label. Iter. Very nice. And that is good to go. Now, the other thing I can do with these guys is I can go ahead and make them faster. Okay? And we can do that with these upgrades. Okay? Let's see. Fuzzy, more organized, perceptive, all fired up. I believe this one is going to make them faster or hold more. Let's see. More items to be filtered or sorted. Number of slots. No, this raises melee attacks. This is not the one I thought it was. Stronger. Increases the limit between 4 and 16. Physical damage. No. Air. There, yep, that's what it is. Air makes them faster. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and make these guys a little bit faster. To do that, we're going to need some gold nuggets and a couple air shards. So let's get that real quick. And some air shards. Ooh, I gotta remember to go check on my think tank to see how many shards I've gotten. Don't let me forget, okay? Remind me here in just a second. Alright, you. Oh, crap, which one did I get? Stand still for a second. I made you faster so you can stand still and I can look at you. Do you have it? Nope, this guy has it. So, there. Now you've got one. You can see that they're there because they got these little slots on their belts. And they each have one now. So, awesome. That should be good for the speed. What other upgrade would I want? Prickly and fuzzy. No. No. No, that's not what I want. I would guess we're going to go with stronger. That way they can hold more Essentia per time they travel to here. But realistically, when they're fast enough, they're really only going to be picking up 1 or 2 at a time anyway. You know, maybe I won't upgrade them. I think I won't upgrade them. I don't think they really need to be upgraded any further. But what I can do is... Well, actually, no. Check on the brain. How you doing, brain? You still got books? You still got 31 knowledge fragments. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Watch this. Look at that flood of research points. I can research everything. And never run out. Oh, and we already got another one. Hey, I said we already got it. Oh, okay, it's over here. Sweet! So that's not bad. We've automated our knowledge fragments. We've automated our golems. So now we just need to automate getting every single aspect and labeling each aspect with a jar. Each jar with an aspect. And then we need to figure out how to automatically keep the jars full. That way, anytime I need to do any kind of infusion crafting, that I can just go ahead and do it. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I got to figure out how I'm going to work that. Ooh. Do I have any more? Let's see. Do I have... I do have extra scrubbers. That's good. Do I have extra crystallizers? Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the crystallizer down there. But I'm also going to need also a relay. I need to learn to spell. And to type without looking at my hands. But that is a whole nother thing altogether. Alright, so what I want to do, I want to be able to get that down here so that this will scrub this and clean this up for me. Not too much is going to go on in the center of this room, so let's go ahead and knock this block out. And we're going to go ahead and put the scrubber here. Let's do this way instead. Yeah, that way we can put the scrubber as part of the floor. Neat. Alright, so that should reach down there to clean that stuff up. Now we just need to get some Essentia, not Essentia, but V down this way. And awesome. Did you see the little particle effect? A little particle effect sucked down in here to this. And now we should see it clean up that down there. Well, we got 6 blocks of it. Let's break this down while we're waiting. It should work rather nicely. Still 6. Do I need this to be closer? It said 16 blocks. Oh, there it went. Okay, so it works. Hooray! That's going to clean this up. So we have pretty much gotten things decently well automated. Now, next episode, we're going to come back, and there's a couple of things I'm going to work on. Um, Thalmic, um, Thalmic farming, I guess, is the only way I can think to say it. We're going to be making quite a few things, and we're going to be trying to make it so that we can have a farm that will automatically keep all of our jars full. So, in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and start picking out different aspects on different items, and I'm just going to burn one of each thing that has different aspects on it and label all these jars. Okay, that way I don't have to worry about it melting down and while I'm trying to do next episode. So until next time, this is Jarenitis signing off on episode 77 of my Let's Play series. Like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what I get into next, and as always, help spread the gaming!